fade and the king's interest would drift. But as months passed by, news spread that Adeshewa was pregnant. The palace was thrown into turmoil. Efisheto's suspicion deepened. She tried to sow discord between the king and Adeshewa, but the king's obsession with having a son blinded him. The three other wives conspired in secret. They tried to poison Adeshewa's food, but Adeshewa was no ordinary woman. They sent servants to place charms around her chamber, but Adeshewa remained untouched. She will give birth to a girl, Amina whispered one night, like the rest of us, and then the king will lose interest in her. But fear grew in their hearts, for something about Adeshewa seemed untouchable. Their schemes failed, and still Adeshewa remained unarmed. The tension within the palace grew unbearable. The king's mother, Efisheton, confronted Adeshewa openly. "You do not belong here. There's something disturbing about you." Adeshewa met her glare with calm eyes. "I belong wherever the king desires. I will give him what he seeks." Efisheton's rage grew, but she kept her plans hidden, and Adeshewa's pregnancy continued. One night, as Obadele sat with Adeshewa in the privacy of his chambers, his voice grew desperate. "Adeshewa, are you sure you will give me a son?" he asked, his eyes dark with worry. "The elders will dethrone me if I fail. I have only 3 years left." Adeshewa reached out, placing her delicate hand on his. "Trust me, Obadele, even if it remains just a single day, you will have an heir." He studied her face, searching for any hint of deceit. "But how can I be certain? What if the gods have forsaken me?" "The gods have not abandoned you," she said calmly, "but you must fulfill your promises. You must never lose your temper to the point of calling me an animal, no matter what happens." Obadele hesitated, then nodded. "I swear, Adeshewa, I will never call you an animal. I will honor my promise." Adeshewa's gaze remained steady. "Then all will be well." The king's heart swayed between fear and hope, but her words suited him. Yet he did not know that the true test of his patience and trust was yet to come. Obadele paced his chamber restlessly as the days passed. The weight of his promise to Adeshewa lingered in his mind, but his heart was still filled with uncertainty. The pressure from the elders, his mother's disdain, and the envy of his wives weighed heavily on him. But Adeshewa remained calm. Her presence a steadying force in his life. She did not show fear, nor did she waver in her confidence that the child she carried would be a son. As her belly grew, so did the tension in the palace. The whispers of the other wives became more frequent, and their jealousy grew with each passing day. One evening, as the sun dipped low behind the palace walls, a messenger arrived with news that sent a shiver through the king. "The elders have gathered. They wish to see you, my king," the messenger said. Obadele's heart sank. The elders, who held his fate in their hands, were growing restless. Their leader, Baale Akintunde, was known for his sharp tongue and unforgiving nature. Alongside him were others, Chief Ogundele, Balogun Afolabi, and Alagba Onipede. When Obadele entered the council room, their faces were grim. "Obadele," Baale Akintunde began, his voice stern. "The gods have given you 3 years to produce a son. Already, nearly a year has passed and we see no heir. You have only 2 years remaining." "I am aware," Obadele replied, his voice steady. "The child is coming. The woman I have married, Adeshewa, carries my hair." The elders exchanged skeptical glances. Chief Ogundele folded his arms. "We have heard promises before. You speak with certainty, but certainty has not brought you a son." "You will see," Obadele insisted. "Before my time runs out, a son will be born." "The kingdom's future depends on you," Balogun Afolabi said, his voice laced with warning. "You must not fail." "I will not fail," Obadele said, his tone firm. "I have faith in Adeshewa." The others murmured amongst themselves, their doubts evident, but Obadele left the chamber determined to prove them wrong. Months later, Adeshewa's time came.